I love public libraries, and I think that there are way too few people who understand how awesome they truly are. So today, I'm going to go to every single public library in the city to do a few things. 1. Complete the summer reading challenge and earn a bunch of prizes. 2. Give the public library system the love that it deserves. And 3. Get at least a little bit more through this gigantic book that my dad bought me. The plan is simple. Go to library, read, rate library out of 10, repeat for every library. Then finally, complete the trials set out for me by the Lincoln City Library's Summer Reading Challenge and claim my rewards. Now before you say something like, aren't you a little old to participate in the public library's Summer Reading Challenge? I want to let you know that I thought the same thing. But then a kind librarian told me that this challenge is for all ages. So even if I haven't participated since I was 11, I am just as eligible as any contemporary 11-year-old. The first part of the Summer Reading Challenge is just reading for 10 hours. And between reading this other gigantic book that my dad bought me and Jurassic Park for one of my other videos, I already have that done. But what I love about this challenge is that it doesn't just end when you complete it. There are rewards for reading up to 100 hours in the summer. After completing those initial 10 hours for the challenge, every 5 additional hours that you read get you another raffle ticket in the raffle of your choosing. I have tickets in a lot of different drawings, but the one that I am dying to get is the film and a frozen treat. I go see a new movie every single Tuesday, and getting this gift card would mean that I get 7 Tuesday movies completely for free, not to mention $50 worth of froyo. For that reason, I need to read as much as I can this summer. So let's check out all these libraries. Who decided this library's hours? You're telling me you close at 2 p.m. on a Monday? We gotta go to work, we got classes, like, you're telling me that people are okay with the library closing at 2 p.m.? It's open from 10 to 2? What kind of hours are those? What is this library? What? We gotta run. I don't think you can see the title of the building from here. Anyway, it's Community Center and Williams Branch Library is what it says. Pretty good setup for the kids. I feel like if I had a public library across from my elementary school, that'd be pretty fire. Like after school, you can just walk over and there's a community center in there too. I don't know. We're gonna check out what it's like inside, but I like this so far. I was trying to take quick clips because there were so many people in there, a lot of kids running around. It's a community center, so there's like a whole gym part, there's a cooling center. I don't know what that means, maybe it's like a pool. There's a lot going on in that building, and the library is like the tiniest part of it. It's just a one-room thing. I saw that there's like a patio out there with some benches, so that's where I read. A librarian came out and told me that they were closing in 10 minutes, so I was like, all right, I'll head out, I'll let you guys clean up. So for kids, that's probably like a 10 out of 10 library. You've got a gym in there, it's right by the school. For me, this is like a 5 out of 10 library. I appreciate the outside part, but I also would not go there myself. It's just really tiny and crowded, but let's go. All right, we've got a similar situation here. Across the street is a YMCA. Behind me is the library. This is Walt Branch. We're on like the complete opposite side of town now. Why am I doing it this way? I don't know, but let's check it out. Fantastic library, no notes. They had a newspaper section. They've got all sorts of like study rooms, group learning rooms. They've got the computers. They've got a scanner and a printer. They've got the YMCA right here. They have the works. It's huge in there. Plenty of places to sit, playing chess. They've got a game section. They've got a bunch of games you can play. It's fantastic. All right, see you at the next library. Let's go. We are currently at the Gere Branch Library. This location's very nice too. There's a community garden right over there. Community playhouse, this building right here. You can read a book, go see a play. And then there's a lake like a few blocks that way. This was my go-to in high school, so also for that last one, 10 out of 10 library. We'll see about this one. I think it's pretty simple. What can I say? No complaints. I feel like I had to give it like a 9 out of 10 because it's really solid library. It's not as awesome as Walt, I would say, but it is still pretty awesome. So 9 out of 10, thank you, Gere. Let's move on to our next one. Let's go. Welcome to the South Branch. This one is tiny. You can kind of see all of it right there. It's on one of the busiest streets in town, but it's also by one of the coolest streets in town, one of the coolest like neighborhood streets. So I appreciate that, but it is small. If I don't find a place to sit, I'm just gonna do a lap and then come back, so we'll see. Again, it's just small in there. I found a little table next to the window by the street. The street was kind of loud. Really, it's just one room. Like the shelves kind of help break up the noise, but like if someone's talking, you can just hear it in the whole place. So I'm gonna give this one about a 7 out of 10. A little small, a little noisy. All right, let's go to the next one. We're going downtown. I could have stayed in there for hours. 2 floors? That's got to be the biggest one so far. And that courtyard is so cool. Those windows are so cool. The music section was so cool. That was such a cool library. 10 out of 10, easy. I will be back to that one for sure. Here we got Bethany. Another small one. I've been in here once when I went to get that Goosebumps book for that one Reading in the Dark video that didn't go so well. Very green. There's like some cool buildings out there, but I'm gonna head inside. Hopefully I can find a spot to sit because again, it's another small one and it's only open for another 16 minutes. Okay, I read literally one page in there standing up because they're closing so soon and all the tables. Whoa. Okay, I read. Oh my, you're kidding. Olivia, please. Okay. Yep. All these libraries closing at different times. It's weird. But anyway, it's cool enough. I gotta give this one an 8 out of 10. I feel like it's a little bit better than the South Branch, just because it's just another small one. It's pretty similar, but this one has a little bit more room, a few more tables. So we got 2 more on the day, so let's freaking go. Welcome to Anderson Branch Library. It looks huge, and I'm scared. I don't think I've ever been in here before. You really can't tell the scale. I'm looking at the lights on the ceiling, and it looks like they go on forever. Like, it might be the back rooms in there. I'm a little bit scared, but let's check it out. Okay, I'm gonna give that one an 8 out of 10, and most of that is carried by this awesome Gatorade machine they have. This has got to be one of the first Gatorade machines ever made, and it's so awesome. We've got one more library, that is Eiseley, so we're gonna go there right now, and then we will be done, and we will be ready to complete these activities. All right, team, we made it to Eiseley. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing as Walt, so let's check it out. Eiseley was another 10 out of 10 library. It has the same stuff as Walt, and there's also a park right next to it, and that's a great thing for a library to have. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but the book that my dad bought me is The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova, and it is super cool. Basically, it's about this historian and her journey to uncover her father and his professor's research into the dark history of Vlad the Impaler / Dracula, because he might not be as dead as everyone seems to assume he is. It's really dark and ominous, but charming and very engaging. Also, while I was going to all these various libraries and reading in them, these various historians were doing the exact same thing because they needed to find information on Vlad the Impaler / Dracula. So it was like I was living through the book I was reading, and that was just really fun. I think it is so awesome that a tiny portion of our taxes can pay for all of this. Libraries in general, but also all the events they do, and obviously the prizes they're giving out for this challenge. Public spaces with free knowledge open 7 days a week, and you can also do a bajillion other things in there. It's a perfect system. Anyway, I have some tasks to complete here. I need to 1. Do a good deed, 2. Write a letter to a friend or family member, and 3. Learn about the 6 pillars of emotional well-being. And let me actually go do that real quick. Guys, I don't know why. I think I really needed to hear this. So the 6 pillars of emotional well-being are sleep. I've been saying this. Physical activity. I've been saying this too. Nutrition and hydration. What can I say? I've been saying this. Relational connectedness. I mean, I guess I haven't said this before, but it's true. Mastery. You know, I haven't said this or ever really thought about it. I am a person with a lot of hobbies, so I kind of just do this, but I now realize how important it is for mental health to have something that you're working on getting better at. Quieting is the last one, and I've also been saying this. The city of Lincoln put this together in order to help parents know what to focus on in an age of increasing mental health issues in children. And increasing mental health issues in everyone, honestly. And it's stuff that's a little obvious, but getting a reminder of it is also jarring. Like, are you getting enough sleep? I'm like the best sleeper I know, and even I'm not. And I also know that I'm lacking in stuff like fruits and vegetables, even though I would gladly eat them. I'm just not intentional about it. It also kind of reminded me of those like countdown health habit posters from elementary and middle school. If you're around my age, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. It was like 2 hours or less of screen time every day, at least 1 hour of physical activity, and 0 sugary drinks, that kind of stuff. When you're a kid, so much of that stuff is not up to you. And then when you get old like me, it's really hard to build and keep up those habits. But it's not hard to complete the summer reading challenge, so back to it. Well, that was a good reminder to be intentional about your emotional well-being. I'll stick it in the description if anyone wants to check it out. Anyway, we've got 2 more trials to complete, so I'm going to do a good deed real quick, which for me is going to mean just picking up litter around my neighborhood. Let's see how much of this bag I can fill up. For my final summer reading challenge activity, I am going to write a letter to my father. I have exactly one stamp in my wallet that I've been saving for an occasion such as this. I'm going to give him my thoughts on the book so far and tell him all about the summer reading challenge. And he is going to be so confused when he gets this letter. We live in the same city. Dear Father, I write to you this evening in order to update you on my experience with reading The Historian. It has been excellent so far. The mystery and history and anticipation are incredible, and I may only be a third of the way through this massive book, but I love what I've read, and I can't wait to read more. In other news, by writing this letter, I am completing the Lincoln City Library's Summer Reading Challenge and cementing my chance of getting some really awesome gift cards. In fact, you'll probably see my video about this before you even receive this letter. I am writing this the night before I release it to YouTube. Anyway, thanks for the book. It's been a great reading experience. Please tell Mother hello for me, and do not embark on any dangerous historical investigations. I wish you the best. Want to get dinner next weekend? Let me know. Love, Atticus. Okay guys, it's time. We are about to complete the challenge. I've got the letter right here. I'm going to mail it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. I'm going to check this off now, because technically all you have to do is write a letter to a friend. Well, it says of family member, but I don't think that's what that means. I think they mean a friend or a family member. So anyway, I think we're good to go. Boom. Boom. 5 new tickets earned to enter in the drawing. Boom. And another one. That's crazy. Okay, so we just got 6 new tickets. 6 tickets to spend. They're all going to this. There's no max. There's no max tickets. If I don't get this, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, what are my coupons though? All ages completing the summer reading challenge will receive the following coupons. Free ice cream cone from Runza Restaurants. I'm down for that. 1 free skate rental with purchase of admission from Breslow Ice Hockey Center. That's fire. I get to go ice skating. 20 minutes of free bowling and 1 free shoe rental. Do I get a pair of shoes or do I just get like the 1 shoe? I don't know. We'll find out. 20% off the purchase of any book from Francie and Finch Bookshop. That seems pretty fire. Finch seems like an Atticus Finch reference, so I'm a fan of that. Actually, I haven't been to this bookshop, so that'll be sick. What am I missing out on here? Dude, I would love a cheesy burrito from Amigos. Oh, I would love a kids meal from Slim Chickens. Okay, I need to stop looking at these. What am I gonna get? I'm an adult. I'm officially an adult. 20% off all used books at a Novel Idea bookstore. That is fire. I love Novel Idea. You will see me there. 40% off any book at University of Nebraska Press. I go there. Buy 3, get 1 free from Licorice International. This is so random. Free special snack item from Kazoo's U-Stop Cafe at Lincoln Children's Museum. Why did they give this one to the adults? Maybe it's assumed that people doing the Lincoln City Library's summer reading challenge as adults have kids. I'm doing it for the love of the game. 1 free yoga class from Lincoln Yoga Center. That'd be kind of funny. I've never done yoga, and I'm like the most unflexible person in the world. If you were curious about what all the raffle prizes were, here they are. A film and a frozen treat. We have now 15 tickets entered. I cannot express how badly I want this film and a frozen treat. This is also really good. Paint Yourself Silly is a local place where you can make like your own little pottery. In fact, I have a toothbrush holder that I made at Paint Yourself Silly. But you'll know this if you watch my videos. During the school year, the coffee house is like my spot. This is where I study. This is where I hang out. That's where I do everything. We did it, guys. We completed the summer reading challenge. We went to all the libraries in one day. This is awesome. I just want this video to be a love letter to public libraries because they are some of the best things in the world for reasons that I've given so far. There are 8 unique buildings in this city where I can just go read anything or work on my homework, get caught up on the news, play chess. There are hundreds of thousands of books available to me for free. And that is overwhelmingly awesome. So shout out to librarians for making it all possible. If you're watching this, thank you so much for all the work that you do. And also, could you please rig the raffle so that I win? I really want those movie tickets. If you at home have access to a public library and you haven't been in a while, go check it out. It's a great place to be. I've also made it my mission to test every coffee shop in the city, so if that's of interest to you, definitely go check out that series. Make sure you like and subscribe and all the good things, and I will see you next time. Bye!